Now we will talk about the resume. The format and content of the resume will differ if you are an undergraduate, a graduate with a degree, or a person with a few years' experience, or indeed if you are already an experienced practitioner in your field of work. You may be submitting a resume assuming that a vacancy exists or may exist in the near future, or you may be responding to a specific advertisement. The resume content will differ according to the circumstances. But there is one common factor. Seeking employment in the current economic environment is highly competitive, especially for the most sought-after positions in leading organizations. The recruitment manager or hiring manager is likely to have many applications for a given job vacancy, and it is not unusual for there to be over 100 applications for a given vacancy. So capturing the immediate attention of the recruitment manager is critical. And this is the main purpose of the resume. In order to capture the attention of the recruitment manager, your resume must be created with care and empathy. You must market your achievements and match them to the needs of the employer. We will explain that it is important to include a cover letter or email with your resume, even if it is not requested. A nice, colorful resume may look attractive, but it is the content that is important. A beautiful format without presenting your skills and achievements in the best possible way will not work, and the recruitment manager will not put your resume in the pile of to be invited for interview. Unfortunately, your application will end up in the bin. By empathy, we mean it is valuable to understand the needs of the companies and organizations that will be recruiting. In general, they are interested to hire talented individuals who will assist the company to do the following: generating and increasing revenue, saving costs, meeting targets to improve the organization and its processes, and ensuring the company is stable and healthy, and flexible and able to grow to meet the needs of the future. This is true whether it is a large international business or a relatively small private business. Basically, the recruitment managers are looking for applicants who can be a perfect match to the job requirements. The job description will list the requirements, and normally these contain specific skills that are essential to perform the job. These could be financial, marketing, personnel, technical, or computing skills. In addition, the advertisement may mention certain educational disciplines and some general abilities, for example, the ability to work under pressure. In the resume, you must show that what you've done in the past, that the recruitment manager can translate into the value that you can provide for the company in the role that you will be expected to fill. If the recruitment manager cannot quickly see at least the basic required skills in the resume, then the resume will not be read in more detail. In my experience, it takes only a few seconds, possibly less than 10 seconds, to scan the resume for the basic requirements. What are the recruitment managers looking for? They're looking for real examples of your past activities, which may be academic achievements or the benefits you derived from part-time employment or internships. Recruitment managers are not interested to see your personal objectives or statements like you are hardworking, good at teamwork, or that you can meet deadlines. Why is that? Well, these are your own statements, and most applicants will say the same. You may say, well, it's true. I am hardworking, good at teamwork, and I can work well under pressure. If this is the case, it's excellent. But you need to think of specific examples to illustrate your claims and write these statements down clearly and objectively, and you should quantify your achievements with figures. If the job you're looking for is, for example, account manager, then the recruitment manager will be looking for your ability to sell and undertake that specific job and help the company to obtain more income, growth, and profit. If the job you're applying for is for a new graduate or trainee, then the recruitment manager will be looking for your personal qualities primarily and your potential to rapidly take responsibility, and these qualities will be closely determined at the interview. These are particularly maturity and social skills, emotional stability. To get to the interview, you need to impress the recruitment manager with your achievements. Many recruitment managers use applicant tracking systems. These are software applications that allow recruitment managers to filter applications automatically. Really at the first stage, they filter applications based on given criteria such as keywords, skills, former employers, years of experience, and universities attended. The systems also look for data and statistics. Now we will consider the headings in the resume. At the top of the resume, you will put your name, your contact telephone number, and your address, and your email address. If you put your contact telephone number, mobile number, then it should have an answering system so that if you're not there, they know how to call you back. Your name should be your formal name. Normally your first name and family name will be perfect. As I mentioned, your contact telephone number should be your personal mobile number. Your address should be your permanent address. Normally the town, city, and country will be sufficient. Your email address should be a formal one. If you currently use an email address which is okay for friends, like infatuated2000@hotmail.com or chubbycheek69@hotmail.com, then we certainly recommend that you apply for a formal email address, which may be your first name family name @email.com. If you put a less formal email address, then this may indicate something about your maturity. So under education should start with your latest qualification. This should start with the degree title, master's degree in economics with discipline, for example, accounting, the university name, address, city is sufficient, and dates attended, and the date of the award of the degree. If the latest qualification is bachelor degree, state the degree title, bachelor degree in science with discipline, for example, computing, with the university name, address, city is enough, and dates you attended, and the date of the award of the bachelor degree. You shouldn't be modest. You should mention if it was an honors degree and the GPA grade. If it was a good grade, for example, 3.2 or higher, then mention it. It's something that would be looked for. The next education should be the previous study with similar details. But if you have already obtained a university degree, then there's no need to put high school details. Under employment should start with your current employment with the name of the employer, the address, once again, city is enough, and the country, and the title of your job, the start and end dates of your employment, or state if it is still going on, your present job. If the employment is part-time, give the same details. The next employment should be the previous employment with similar details. Under skills, you should mention your competence in each skill. Remember, nowadays everyone can use Word, so in computing you should mention if you have advanced level skills, for example in Excel or PowerPoint, or any computer programs, for example Python, Java, JavaScript, MATLAB, C++, etc., and give these certificate details. In language skills, mention competence with reference to any certification. For example, English, you could mention IELTS, and any other language other than your mother tongue, mentioning if you can carry out normal work activities in that language. For example, about 60% of my work is conducted in English. This would be impressive. Now, under resume summary, we have to mention notable achievements. Notable achievements. This is the most important heading, and we recommend that it should be at the top of the resume. This section contains the information that must capture the attention of the recruitment manager, and it must be carefully considered. You should highlight the achievements you have been proud of, mentioning details and the value. For example, increased sales by 15% in 6 months. This is the most important information that you can provide in your resume, and it should be accurate, it should be clear, it should be concise. This can demonstrate your ability to work under pressure and lead a team to a successful outcome. But you must provide examples using figures to justify your statements. It's probably best to use bullet points to highlight each achievement and try to list 4 or 5 achievements under bullet points. The notable achievements can also help the applicant tracking systems used by recruitment managers that we mentioned before. Now, how about a photo? A photo is not normally included unless it is specifically requested by the advertising manager. If you do include a photo, make sure it is one that you are proud of. It should be high quality and in black and white.